Hey guys, today in this video, I'm going to tell you about Monday.com dependencies. So if you want to use dependencies in Monday.com, the first thing that you need to do is you have to log into your Monday.com account. And once when you log in, and once you're at the home page, you have to open a project that you're working on. I'm going to open this project right here. And the first thing that you need to do is you have to add timeline and date. Date is optional, but timeline is very compulsory. And once you add these columns, you need to add a new column by the name of dependencies because we are going to find out dependencies in Monday.com. So, what's actually a dependency? Dependency is kind of a link between a relation or a link between two rows. For example, if you want to establish a relationship, a direct or inverse relationship between Insta Reels and YouTube Shorts, the two things that you're working on, and you need to establish a link or relationship between them, and that is where you're going to use dependency. So once when you do it, it's going to tell us that we can also set up dependencies using Gantt chart. I am going to show you that moving on in this video. But there are three modes of dependencies. One is flexible, one is strict, and the other one is no action. Flexible dependencies are those dependencies in which the task that you're doing, they are flexible and they don't overlap in between each other. You can see it right here. They're showing this tutorial. Let me just zoom in. Once when you move task one, task two is not going to overlap with it, and it's just going to stay fixed where it is. You see, they're not able to overlap. They are fixed, and if you move it beyond a certain time limit, task two is also going to move, and it's not going to overlap with task one. The next dependency is the strict dependency, in which everything is going to move. You can't even move task one because you saw here in flexible, you can move task one for a little bit of space, but you can't overlap. But here, you can't even move task one while task two remains stationary. You move it, task two and task three is also going to move. So I hope you get my point. Let me just go through it one more time. Here, you move it, it's going to stay stationary until you're trying to overlap task one and task two. But in strict, you can't even move it a bit and it's not going to stay stationary at all. So it's completely fixed. Moving on the third one, it's no action. You can do anything you want. They are going to overlap in between each other. Task one and task two, they are completely overlapped here. So here, you don't have to do any specific restriction. You don't have actually any specific restrictions here, and you can overlap the task easily. So this is the way it is. I'm going to go with flexible and save. So once when you do it, the next thing that you need to do is you have to set up dependencies uh, in between each other. Okay. So here, now let's add a dependency, you know. So we're going to link Insta Reels with YouTube Shorts. Now moving on, there are some types that I would like to tell you. The first one is finish to start. That means when task A is finished, only then you can start task B. The next one is task start to start. Start to start means when task A is going to start, so task B is also going to start. Finish to finish, that means when task A is finished, at the same time task B is also finished. And start to finish is when you start task A, then task B would be finished. So these are the four ways that you can do your dependencies with. I'm going to go with this. And this is how you link the dependencies with each other. So let me just go here. Yeah, so the dependencies added right here, Insta Reel, YouTube Short, and yes, this is how you do it. And if we go here, you can also add another dependency, Facebook Moments, and I'm going to go with Insta Reels and finish to start. So this is how you actually add a dependency. Let me just do it again. I'm going to go with Insta Reels Sorry, not YouTube Shorts. I'm going to go with Insta Reels. So this is how you do, this is how you add another dependency. So I hope you get this point right here. This is how we add dependencies between different variables that you're working on. Just give me a second. I actually forgot to set up the timeline. Okay. So we have set the timeline, and now we are going to add a Gantt chart. And here you go. Here it is. These are the three variables that we used. And if you remember in the beginning, we went with the flexible one. So, it's not going to affect this one. It's going to stay stationary no matter how much we move it. We did that, if you remember. Same goes with this one. No matter how much we move it, this is going to stay stationary. So this is how you add a Gantt chart as well. So I hope you found this video informative. Please do like the video and subscribe the channel to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.